RaiderNation, the suffering is over. The bad man is gone. Josh McDaniels is fired. So I was actually sleeping through like the whole night, and I woke up maybe around I don't know 5:30, and I first thing I did was check my phone. I'm scrolling through YouTube, and I see all these videos about Josh McDaniels fired, and I'm like, no, no, impossible, no way. And I click the video, and sure enough, they start talking about how Josh McDaniels got fired, and I look through Google, and I check all the sources, and sure enough, Josh McDaniels is gone. Now, what I didn't expect was I did not expect Dave Ziegler to go. I thought that maybe Mark Davis would have kept him a little bit, and I thought we didn't know too much about Dave Ziegler to really make that decision if he should go or not, but it was very clear a package deal. So, it is what it is. But then also, I had later learned that Mike Lombardi, the offensive coordinator, who was pretty much just Josh McDaniels' yes man, he's gone too. And so now we have Antonio Pierce as the interim head coach. Um, Bo Hardigree as the interim offensive coordinator. And I want to make sure I get it right. The GM for the offensive for the GM for the Raiders is Champ Kelly. Okay, I don't know. For me, I had to make sure I didn't say anything weird because for me, because he's got the name Champ. Sometimes my voice just wants to say Champ Bailey, and I'm like, it's not Champ Bailey. I know that. I was just trying to get his last name, but Champ Kelly is the interim GM, and they're all going to fight for their jobs. I don't know what Champ Kelly can really do at this point after the trade deadline, but Bo Hardigree, the interim offensive coordinator, who was the original quarterback coach for the Raiders, and Antonio Pierce, they're going to be fighting for that spot. And if they do a good enough job, if they make the playoffs, if somehow, some way, if the playoffs is made, I think you got to really consider giving them the job. But that's a long ways away. Raider Nation, we just need to sit back and enjoy this. The bad man is gone. He can't hurt us anymore. We can finally start to the healing process and get back on track. Now, Mark Davis, what I want from you is to really, really, really take your time and really figure out who the best guy is. We need a coach that not only understands what the heck they're doing, but also a coach that embodies who the Raiders are. McDaniels tried to come in and input the Patriot way. And in doing so, we may have lost our way. We aren't the Patriots, we are the Raiders. And we need to bring in someone that embodies mind and soul the Raider way. Someone like a Dan Campbell that's going to punch you in the mouth even when we're getting our ass kicked. Still going to make sure that you understand that we're going to fight all 4 quarters. I need someone like that. I don't think that's necessarily Jim Harbaugh. It's someone. I have to do my own coach, um, my own coaching thing. I gotta research it out. I know Ben Johnson is very popular. Dan Quinn. I actually think Dan Quinn is a pretty solid coaching candidate. That's probably my favorite one right now. But for now, I'm just gonna enjoy this. You know, I watched the Antonio Pierce presser. I really liked what he said, that he was a Raider. From Compton, was born to be a Raider. And that just really stuck with me, and I hope he does the best he possibly can. I'm all on board for Coach Pierce. You know what? I'm going to say it right now. We're scoring over 20 points against the New York Giants. Renfro gets involved. Devontae Adams over 100 yards. Let's go crazy. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. Offense goes off because it's very clear that Mark Davis talked to his players, talked to Devontae Adams, talked to Max Crosby, talked to Josh Jacobs, talked to the leaders of the team. He's all like, what should I do? They said, get that man out of here. And they said, put in Antonio Pierce. We respect him, and he has the locker room. And it was very important for Mark Davis to understand which of the coaches on the current staff were respected by the players and had the locker room. Because the locker room was already lost by Josh McDaniels. So it was important that he put in a coach that had the locker room. And that was very clear. Antonio Pierce, former player, very good player, had been in the league for a long time. And even though he doesn't have any head coaching experience, he's been a defensive coordinator at Arizona State, linebackers coach. He's worked with a couple of the guys in the NFL. He knows ball. And he demands that respect because he's been a player and he knows how it goes through the good and the bad. So I'm all on board. I wasn't so excited about this week, this upcoming Sunday's game. I thought we were just going to get destroyed. I didn't think Josh McDaniels was going to be fired, to be honest. But now that he's fired and we have a new change, new chapter, it's almost like we're 0-0, 0 wins, 0 losses. That's kind of how it feels. It feels like the season's started all over again. And so I'm excited, and something tells me we're just gonna look like different. I don't know how Bo Hardegree is gonna call the game. Obviously, you can't do an overhaul on the offense. It's probably going to be a little vanilla, but as long as he mix and matches passing and run game well enough to keep the defense guessing, it should be fine. Making Aiden O'Connell the starting quarterback was the right move. Jimmy Garoppolo gives you nothing. Brian Hoyer gives you nothing. At least Aiden O'Connell has some upside. So right away, Antonio Pierce making the perfect decision day one. That the decision that Josh McDaniels would never make, because he's so egotistical, far up his ass, that he just doesn't make the proper decision. So already Antonio Pierce naming AOC the starting quarterback, already way better coach than Josh McDaniels ever could have been. But I'm enjoying this. I'm going crazy on all the videos and all the social media stuff. But let's enjoy this, Raider Nation, and understand today is the day that our organization changes forever. And we can finally get our identity back. Become the Raiders. Not some weird Patriot way bullshit. It's time to get our identity back and win some damn football games. That's going to be it for me. Just wanted to come on here, say a couple things. If you like what you heard, click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.